Hello, everyone. Welcome to our video. We have Brenda Benson here. She was a client of mine. She contacted me a couple of months ago, and then what she was suffering was with nausea for almost 17 years, 16 to 17 years. She's here to explain, to tell us her story, what the program was and how it was useful for her, so that if anybody is holding themselves back to experience this, she is like a person who went through all of this for a long time, and she's really happy now. That's what she tells me. I'm believing it. So we have Brenda here. Well, Brenda, welcome to the Zoom call interview, and I really thank you so much for coming here. Putting your words out there so that other people will be inspired.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm just it's my pleasure, really.
Awesome, Brenda. So how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thanks to
Yeah, you
you,
you
really.
look fabulous. You look fabulous. You look amazing. It's not like the first time that I saw you. Remember our meeting the first time? It might be the same bed, right?
I
Like,
don't know,
you couldn't sit up. You had to like lie down and talk to me.
really.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
feeling so much better. I am so grateful to you, Shijo. I just can't
I
tell you.
thank you. I really appreciate it. So for the viewers, I'm going to be asking you some questions. I have the questions on the side, so I'm going to be looking onto that side once in a while. And then just whatever you have to say, whatever is related to your experience, you could just tell me. So the first question is, what was the problem that you had?
I suffered with severe, incapacitating nausea for years. It was really bad. It,
Hmm.
it just, it was really bad.
So how long was it? How long did you have that for?
I was thinking it was 17 years, but I re-added it this morning. It was actually 14 years, but it
Hmm.
seemed longer. It was a long, long time that I wasted so many productive years and years with my family. I could just cry right now telling you all of the functions that I missed. The birth of my grandchild, weddings, funerals, birthday parties. It
Yeah,
was just unbelievable.
I remember it. I remember you telling me all that. So what was life like with this problem? How was your life going?
It was not. I was unable to function during the day. It was strange, and this is one thing that brought me to hypnotherapy, is that it was so unpredictable and had so many variables about it.
Hmm.
But it would happen first thing when I hit the floor. My feet hit the floor in the morning, and then it would last until the evening. And so I couldn't plan anything at all.
Wow.
So
Yeah. So how was your day? If you can, tell us what a day in your life looked like with the problem. And also, I remember you telling me that you used to work for a neurologist. A lot of my clients, viewers are migraine or something to do with the neurology. So, what was a day for you from morning to nighttime?
when I got the illness, Um, I pretty much stayed in the bed the whole day. I mean, I'd try to get up and feel better. I would do whatever I could. I'd take Pepto-Bismol, Dramamine. Just, I was desperate. I went to doctors around here, the GI doctors. They were unable to help me. No medicine seemed to help. I went to UAB, which is our big place in Alabama, and they were even unable to help me. So
Hmm.
way. So that's my day. It was just very unproductive. I now have years and years of stuff to catch up with, which I'm
Awesome.
enjoying doing now.
Hmm. So, how many, like, I know you had it for 14 years. How many times what other things did you try?
Just medical therapy, medicines, grasping at straws. Um, I was stubborn about going to the doctor anyway, but and that's another story. But
Hmm.
um, just pretty much medicines, and I really couldn't think of anything else. I tried the
Hmm.
wristbands that you get for seasickness. Um, I just don't really
Okay.
know what else right this minute that I tried without just medication therapy and rest
Hmm.
and trying to go to, I would try really hard to go to sleep because if I
Yeah.
wasn't sleeping, if I was sleeping, I was not nauseated.
Hmm.
So,
Wow. Yeah. So how did you end up checking out hypnotherapy? What made you, look into that?
well, I don't know if I should share this or not, but there were so many variables that didn't make any sense
Hmm.
that one day finally my husband was brave enough to say to me, I think it's all in your head. And when he did that, it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I stopped. I didn't react really like I usually would have, but I just thought about that for a minute and I said, well, if it's in my mind, I want to know about it. And so I thought about hypnotism and I got on the internet and found you, thankfully, and the rest is history.
Yeah, yeah, awesome. So, did you have any skepticism towards this style of process, hypnosis, hypnotherapy,
Yes, I
anything
did.
like that? Hmm.
I did. I did have skepticism, but it was only because I was not informed.
Hmm.
Ignorance, yes, you know.
Hmm.
But
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm.
I'm so glad that I took the opportunity or the chance to do this. It has saved my life. It's
Hmm.
helped me so many ways. It's awesome.
Beautiful. This is what my mission is too. Like a lot of times you see, I put out YouTube videos, content, because I want to get people to be aware of it. If we don't know anything, we cannot do it, right? How can
That's
you
right.
work as a nurse if you've never been to nursing school? It's the
That's
same
right.
thing, right? So we have to get people aware. And that's why, I'm also doing this interview with you so that people could see it. So, what did we do in our sessions? What did we do for the viewers to see from a client perspective view?
Shijo was just, you were so absolutely caring, professional, patient, so kind, and explained everything to me ahead of time. Um, the hypnotherapy sessions were surprisingly easy, and we were able to uncover things from my childhood that helped me with my doctor appointment issue. And also, we worked on up to my late 40s when I was having an awful time at work. It was a terrible emotional situation that was happening there. And we just worked through it. And I realized, I believe truly that awareness of what was happening in my life is the key to healing. And so that is what's happened with Shijo. He's just so amazing. I cannot recommend him enough.
Yeah, thank you. I feel really grateful hearing this. Thank you so much. But I'm just a guide. I'm just a person guiding you through it. You did all of it. You let go of it. You healed. You are the creator. So
Well,
you
it
did
was,
everything inside of you.
but if it wasn't for you, I would not have been aware.
I'm just a tool, Brenda. So thank you, though. I really appreciate it. So obviously, the next question is, you said you understood many things, why the mind was trying to protect you from, maybe from the childhood events or even the job, because the work was giving you a lot of tremendous amount of stress. And
That's right.
then you cannot leave it, but your mind decided, you know what, Brenda? I love you so much that I cannot let you go have that pain. So guess what? I need to give you something so that you could, stay home and be in a safe zone. And then what did you end up doing? You ended up quitting your job, right?
Yes.
And then from there, because of the nausea, and then for 14 years, this program was still running in your subconscious mind, thinking that Brenda's going to wake up and go to the work, so I have to prevent her. So every day, this nausea kept on coming again and again and again. So we uncovered that, right? So,
Yes.
how is life after our program? How did everything change for you?
I can't tell you how much has changed. It's amazing. It's so wonderful to feel good again. It's been so long. And so I have so many projects I want to do and trying to catch up with the house and the crafts in the yard. It's just, I have something new and fresh every day that I want to do, and it's just
Awesome.
amazing. I
Beautiful to
feel
hear that.
feel wonderful.
Awesome. So tell us how is life now? Like a day in your life when you wake up, what happens today? Like or after our session, how does the day look like?
Oh, I clean all day long.
I remember I remember you telling me that as soon as you wanted to do the chores, you couldn't do it.
Right, that's absolutely true. I
Yeah.
always, plus depression was part of it also, and that
Mhm.
seems to be so much better also. Just awareness is just so important. And without hypnotherapy, you cannot, well, you possibly cannot realize what's going on or what causes the subconscious mind to do what it does. I did not realize that whatever your subconscious mind tells your body to do, that it will do to protect you from emotional pain. That is so
Yeah.
important to know. So
Yeah.
just so
Wow.
happy.
You said it well, better than I usually say it. You put that out well. Awesome. So what does the future look like for you now?
Bright, bright and cheery. I'm confident. I have confidence
Awesome.
back. I have my
Ve-
confidence back. It's
Very good. I'm happy to hear that. That's the most important thing.
so amazing. I'm just so thankful, so grateful every single day.
Awesome. What does your husband say now?
Oh, he's glad. He's very glad that I can now go with him places. He had to go alone before.
Yeah.
Bless, bless his heart is one of the things us Alabamians say a lot. But he's very optimistic now, and his life is changing because of it too.
Awesome. Awesome. So, what sort of advice can you give to the viewers watching this? Anybody who's a little skeptical. And Brenda, it is so this is the funny thing, right? This is so hard for people to believe. If this was done in a spiritual setting, people will call this a miracle.
Mm,
But this is absolutely in a scientific way. For me, I tell my clients, I was telling a client a couple of days ago that this is where spirituality and science meet for me. Everybody has that. Some people, it's dance. Some people, it's something else. For me, this is where spirituality and science meet.
right.
So a lot of people would be like, is that really even possible? But now a lot of psychologists, a lot of psychiatrists, they're leaving their profession and they're actually showing people, hey, the inside healing, the inner child healing, or your nervous body, it has to be healed. Illness is a manifestation. If the eyes don't cry, eventually the organs will cry.
Yes,
you
that's
know
true.
so if a balloon keeps on, we pump in air again and again, it's just going to blow up.
That's
Instead
true.
of that, we just let it out from the other side. We manage it, we control it, we let it out so that it could stay in homeostasis, right? So, what sort of advice can you give for our viewers, if they're dealing with nausea, chronic nausea? You had chronic nausea, right?
Yes.
Yeah, migraines, or, I have people who have cancer. It doesn't matter. Any sort of people who are struggling,
That's
what
right.
sort of advice can you give them?
Please don't wait. Don't wait like I did, but be aware. And I'm telling you the truth from my heart. It works. It works amazingly. Please trust Shijo. He is so wonderful. You won't.
Anybody in hypnosis, right? Or energy healing, anybody, not just
Right.
Shijo.
Well,
Shijo is
you
just a tool.
will regret it. I promise you. Especially after if you've tried other things and they don't work, you have nothing to lose.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Brenda. I hope everybody who's watching this, it will make sense for them. She's like one of my clients who is a living proof of this. Guys, everything, we have to understand that this mind is actually the operating system. We have a computer, we talk to it through English. It is converted into machine code so that the hardware could understand it, right? It's the same thing. We can talk to ourselves, we can take us to healing. And a lot of times, the traumas that happen in our life just stays inside of us. We never had any opportunities to let it go because we are not aware of these kind of things that happen to us, you know? We're supposed, the way that we think, what, things happen to me, I'll just keep it in me. That's okay. But we have to let it out.
That's right.
And if we don't let it out, it's like a pressure cooker, right?
That's right.
Eventually, the problem's going to get worse. It's going to be interfering in all areas of your life. So if you guys have any questions, you can, direct message me, or I'm going to be tagging Brenda on this post as well. Hey, you guys could ask her a question. Would you mind that, Brenda, if anybody want to ask you, like, hey,
Not at all. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Facebook only. Well, I have a Twitter, but I don't think you can do that. But anyway, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so this is amazing, and I'm really grateful that you came up, Brenda, and thank you so much. I know you had the surgery and everything, but God bless you. More healing coming to your way, right? And thank you
Thank you.
so much for coming in and inspiring many people and telling your story.
You're welcome anytime, hon.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.